Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We're here with another Alliance War video, and this is going to be Alliance War Season 60, Number 12, and AOH has matched up against Universal Stars, and this war does not matter for us. We already have top 10 locked in, and honestly, we didn't try that hard. I still boosted like normal. I still tried because I have a pretty high Deathless streak going on right now that's over 100 that I wanted to continue into next season. And we're gonna almost die in this war. You're gonna see that. It's gonna be on my other account, so just wait till you see that. But it was pretty crazy, and I definitely thought in the moment, I'm dead. Like, I thought the fight was over. We are starting out on Path 5, Section 1 here with my main account, and I actually am bringing Hood on both accounts this war because it just kind of lined up that way. I wasn't really needed for any minis. I have 2 minis total between my 2 accounts. So it just didn't really line up for me to bring anyone else. Like, I normally bring like a Chee'Ilth or a Shocker. There was just no one I needed to bring. So this fight here, this is Nova on the first node of Path 5. And we're just using this to get as many bullets as we can because my next Hood fight, which is going to be my first fight in Section 2, I do need a good amount of bullets for. So we threw like 3 or 4 extra heavies there and it was still under 30 seconds, so pretty nice fight. Next up here, we have this Nick Fury on Heavy Hitter. I've done this like 3 or 4 times last season and once this season with Angela. There was a stretch of 3 or 4 wars where I did it every single war with Angela. And I could have brought whoever I wanted for this, but I thought like my main 2 options for this were going to be Angela and Chee'Ilth. And while Chee'Ilth is maybe safer, Angela's so much faster than Chee'Ilth is for this fight, and having done it before, I felt pretty comfortable. We're going to use an invuln, of course, because the only way you can die in this fight is if you eat an SP2 in second life. So if we don't do that, we're good. I did have the SP1 counters on lock in this fight. I don't think I missed a single one, which is really nice. Here, I decided that instead of going like Relic combo and special to push him to L2, I would just wait until the unblockable went away and then throw an L2. And that was perfect because now I can save my Relic for second life if I need it, or for just pushing to L2 the next time I need to. Like, I think I do it right here. I think I go Relic right here. Oh no, we don't. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the perfect time to use it. And then I'm going to use this SP1 right before I get to my special 2 so that he ticks down faster to his 40%. But pretty straightforward fight here. Or sorry, 30% is what I meant to say. Pretty straightforward here. We just want to not get clipped in the second life. Here, I notice he's at 18, which means his AI will not throw the special. And that's actually going to allow me to push him to a special 2 one final time. Just need to bait it, and now he does go down, and that is my only Angela fight of the war. There was one mini I could have taken with Angela, but I decided not to. I decided to give it to someone else because I just didn't really need... Like, I didn't really need it, and the other option that we sent ended up soloing the fight, so it's fine. Next fight here, this is probably what should have been my scariest fight of the war. And you'll see why I'm saying should have been. This is Dark Phoenix on Thorns with Hood. Hood is a fantastic counter to this placement, not only because he's so good for Dark Phoenix, but he doesn't trigger the unblockable node because he has no debuffs in his normal cycle unless you throw an L1 or an L3, which you really should never ever be doing with Hood. He counters Thorns in the sense that when you have Fate Seal up, you're going to fail Thorns 65% of the time. So I'm pretty sure Thorns is like a pretty high chance to activate. I don't remember what the chance is, but I know it's pretty significant. So you reduce that. And also, in your normal cycle, once you get to your L2 and you start throwing L2s, almost none of your hits are contact anyways. Most of your hits are on the L2, and when you have to do basics in between L2s, you're reducing ability accuracy anyways. So here I think we're going to heavy. No, we're going to throw one more L2 and then we're going to heavy. Here I can't heavy because she's almost at special 3. so I have to bait this out there. That parry, as you can see right there, I did full dex the L2, so had she been unblockable, I would have been fine. We did get pretty unlucky, and we unfortunately did not trigger, we did not fail the immortality, although I'm pretty sure there I lost my fate seal. It wasn't that I didn't fail it. I don't know. I honestly forget. It doesn't matter either way. Even without failing immortality, we were very, very safe. We did finish the fight off. We have Idoom here. This is a rank 4 Idoom, and I was kind of back and forth in my head between using Angela and Hood. We end up going with Hood. The reason I chose Hood is just because he is so much faster for this fight than Angela is. Not that Angela would be slow here. Angela would probably take about like 50 seconds to get this down. But I'm pretty sure Hood's going to be a good amount faster than that. So we're going to go for... Oh, I thought we did go for a heavy off the start of the fight. Maybe we go for one here. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then we're going to get our invisibility and start cycling our L2s. There's not really any threat to Idoom on this node. I think it was just an attempted path split that didn't work. But I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. And yeah, we're just going to keep cycling L2s. We go for our heavy here. I didn't think it would kill. I think it would be close. But I wanted this invisibility right here to expire so that I would get 6 bullets back. That was the main reason for that heavy. And yeah, we did stagger the regen, so he's not going to get any of that. And now we're just going to hold block, hit with a light and heavy, and the fight is over. So I think that probably would have been faster than Angela, but I honestly don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just fight duration, right? So who cares? I have 2 minis. So with Hood, the first mini that I have today is going to be this Maestro on node 40. Almost at 39, but it's 40 because 39 is the power gain node. Yeah, Maestro on this node, really easy. Mixmaster Hood is fantastic for Mixmaster because you give yourself the openings so that you don't have to parry. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by baiting a heavy and countering with our heavy, and then we're just going to do light, medium combos until I'm back up to my L2. Pretty sure I get, yeah, only 1 power steal, and at that point it didn't matter if I got it or not. Here he's going to be pretty annoying, and I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to lose my stagger. Yeah, I need to knock down with a heavy here to pause the charges, but I'm pretty sure I don't do it in time, and he gets the pass. Oh no, we did get there in time. Huh, I must have misremembered. And there I throw an L2 into the block, and I did lose control of the fight briefly. We are going to recover pretty easily because it's still a really easy matchup, but that I definitely messed that up a bit. And then there we did fail all the buffs, and this L2 is going to kill. Okay, so maybe we didn't lose as much control as I thought, but throwing that L2 into the block definitely did not help. Last mini here on my main account is going to be this Deathless Thanos on node 47. I've taken this fight a bunch of times. I've talked about how insanely easy this placement is, and now there's no point of placing him here because even like Nico takes him here really easily. But yeah, really, really easy fights. We staggered the Fury at the beginning. We're just going to cycle some L2s. Here I got to pay attention to the charges because if I were to hit him one more time right here, he would go unstoppable. And there I thought that I'd waited long enough. Like I was looking at the timer and I thought I'd waited long enough for the charge to go away. But I guess I must have just barely missed it. So unfortunately we did trigger an unstoppable because Fate Seal does not fail that. Here we're going to heavy. I thought that would get down to the second protection, but it didn't, so I think I'm just going to go for like medium combos. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we triggered the second protection. Now we need to start cycling some L2s, like 2 or 3 SP2s should get him down to the third protection, and then from there a heavy will kill. There I can't hit because of the unstoppable charges, but I think I'm just going to throw my L2... Okay, no, we're going to wait for invisibility to come back. That's a good call for the safety of a fight. Might have slowed me down a little bit, but I don't really care. And looks like we're 1 L2 away. There. Okay, so now we trigger the protection. He's not out of our power, so I just need to dash back, wait for it to be gone, heavy, and he is dead. So 1.5 minutes, come out with 100% health. I'll take that for a 925,000 health Deathless Thanos. Absolutely. Okay, this fight. I've done this before, and if you recall, I ate a combo. I ate one combo in this fight the last time I took it, and the bleeds took away half of my health. This is a rank 4 Chee'Ilth. The last one was a rank 3. So I am, for some reason, going to attempt a stand-up intercept. I don't know why. Because the last time that I took this fight, the way that I got comboed was because I went for a stand-up intercept like that, and I whiffed my medium because I forgot that she has such weird hitboxes when she's doing her stand-up. Like, Chee'Ilth's not a champion you want to stand-up intercept pretty much ever. And yeah, we're going to heavy, and the fight's almost half over, but if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure I end up getting another bleed on me somehow. I don't remember how. There it is. Okay, I parried by accident. I was trying to dash back, and I mistimed the dash back. So here I hit a couple times just to push back, and I'm at 15%, and I'm like, please, please, Chee'Ilth, spare my life. I don't need this to ruin my Deathless season in War 12. This is literally a diversity placement. It's actually insane that they have a rank 4 Chee'Ilth, because we definitely don't have one. And yeah, I was like genuinely scared I was going to die to this fight, and then that heavy killed, and I was like, oh my god. Because I was so focused on the one fight this war that could technically go badly if I get bad AI, which is this arcade, that I completely didn't even think that Chee'Ilth was a threat. But yeah, had I gotten hit one more time, even like 1 or 2 more bleeds in through the block, I would have been dead, which is crazy. So we come out with our life somehow, and now we're facing this arcade. I've done this placement 2 or 3 times. It's pretty straightforward. You just want to parry heavy for a bit. I did PS1 here, but the whole purpose of using a PS1 here is that you do not want arcade to throw any specials the entire fight. The goal of this fight is to just L2 cycle him down. Luckily, my last fight of the war with Hood, because I only have one more Hood fight this war on my alt account, it is one I do not need bullets for. So I can use all the bullets I have and still be completely safe and not have to worry about running out of bullets this war. So I think, yeah, there we heavy. I knew that would kill because I had so many hexes on him. There was no actual concern with like the heavy not killing, he hitting me with a special 3. I mean, even if he did, I had an invuln on, or no wait, I didn't have an invuln on because I had a PS1. Anyways, it wouldn't have killed me, and it would have just put a very weak DOT on me, so I'm definitely not concerned about that. Now for our one Warlock fight of the war, it is going to be this Havok on path 6. This is the Fisticuffs node, so I will not be able to inflict any debuffs on him, nor will I be able to get my armor up for the first 30 seconds. However, even if you can't get your armor up, Warlock into Havok is just a really, really good matchup, and I'm also pretty sure I'm punching down here. I think this is only a rank 3 Havok, and I have a rank 4 Warlock. But as long as you block the non-contact mediums to drain his charges and bait out L2s, he's not going to do anything to you. So here, the Fisticuffs goes away. I have my armor up, and now it is borderline physically impossible for me to die. The only way to die to this fight is I would have to push to special 3 while he had a ton of his charges. So, yeah, 48-second fight. He lasted 15 seconds after the Fisticuffs went away. And now for my last fight of the season. After I killed that arcade, I knew my Deathless season was secured. That was the only one. Like, theoretically, he could have started throwing special 1s into my block, and if he does that several times and I get hit, maybe that's when a problem ensues. Rank 4 Shocker on path 6, the second node. This is the one where you need to alternate hits to not give your opponent prowesses. And then also it has the Shrug Off node, which I'm blanking on the name of right now, but if you inflict debuffs, then they gain 75% of a bar power back. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're going to bait that L2 and then just counter it with a heavy, and that almost kills, and then we throw Striker. But there we go. Okay, Shocker goes down, and we have secured the Deathless season, and I am just going to put something in chat about that, because I was very happy that I'd done it, because it had been a few seasons since I last got a Deathless season. Actually, let me check when my last Deathless season was. My last Deathless season was season 57, so it's been 3 seasons. Anyways, we did beat Universal Stars 15-27. We were not taking the war super seriously, but I guess they weren't either. And we did actually end first place in top 10, which is 4th overall, so first in the top 10 bracket. So that's awesome. And I did get the award for Mini Boss Killer for BG1. As I took the most minis, I got BG MVP for my performance, and I also got an award for a Deathless season. So I'm very happy with that, but let's go over the stats for the war quickly. And I am, sorry, I closed the thing I had opened. AOH ended the season with a record of 9-3, which is especially impressive when you realize that our only 3 losses this season were to the 3 podium alliances. So we faced GT40, LVT, and Noon, the 3 alliances that finished in the podium. And those were our only losses of the season. In the LVT war, we only lost by 2 deaths, both of which were on like the 148th fight or something like that. I mean, they would have had us on time anyways, but my point is that the war was very close. I had just the 1 death this season on my main account, but I was deathless on my alt. My PSR for soloing, I forgot to calculate it, but whatever's in the description is going to be correct. I apologize. I completely forgot to. But I soloed 68 out of 69 fights on my main, and I soloed 80 out of 80 fights on my alt this season. So I do go into next season with a deathless streak of 120 fights and a 54 fight active streak on my main with a 93 fight active streak on my alt. So that is going to be all. I hope you all enjoyed the videos this season. I will be posting a season rewards video as well that I'll be recording later today. But have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.